Hey guys, welcome to another video here from the SJBBVideos YouTube channel. So this video is going to be a review of the Luncheon Dungeon Lakes experience. Myself and Liam both did this in March, and so we want to give you our reviews, the pricing, what we liked, what we didn't like about it, and if it's worth spending money on the lakes rather than to the normal experience. Please forgive me if I look up because I've got all the notes on my computer, so I'm going to be scrolling through these to ensure I've got, well, almost everything covered. Okay, so the Luncheon Lakes experience is an 18 plus themed experience of the normal run through, but it's a bit of a twist. So it's only 18 plus, so you can probably gathered it's going to include some alcoholic beverages and some adult themed commentary. So the storyline and some of the scripts have changed to be more adult friendly, so more dirty, more in depth into what it is basically. So I'm going to be giving you a guide through of what actually happens when you first book your ticket. Prices range from £25 to £29. Not sure you can get discount, but depending on what time slot you book, it seems to be more expensive. So this is half 6:30 show we did was £25 if you book online early bird, and then it went up to £29 for other shows after that. So basically it closes off to the public after the normal show, and then goes to lakes a couple of hours later as they get ready. So what included? So you get one free drink as soon as you go into the actual meeting place. So rather than queuing and then doing your photos, there's no photos at all, guys. No green screen, no on-ride footage at all. So if you wanted to be getting a book or a photo book or anything, unfortunately you won't be able to. They did take one photo of me and Liam, which you probably see as the thumbnail, but that was because that's for their Facebook page, which was not actually included. So right, so you get one drink, which is a gin and fizz. So I think everybody got one of those. It was you can have a non-alcoholic one if you want. You just have to ask for it, and I'll make you a non-alcoholic one up, so you don't feel left out. You get an item of clothing as well, which is mostly hats. These are not to keep, but to wear as you go around the experience, and they must be given back before you exit as well. But we'll go into that further in detail. You also get another free drink in the Jack the Ripper section before all the lights go down. You go into the bar, you sit down, you have a little free drink there and then, and also get a free pie with Mrs Lovetts pie shop. So I think that kind of covers everything in the terms of what's actually included and pricing. Right, before we go into what changed in regards to the script and the storyline, hang on. Sorry about that, I'm back. Right, just had to do a quick snippet. Right, so what's actually included in terms, some of the shows are missing. I'm not sure, but I've got them written down, so I'll go through them. The boat ride at the start was not, it's not included either, which is a bit of a shame, because you thought, because of the lakes, it's only on selected days each month, that it might be running, but unfortunately that's not included. So if you were expecting to do that, it might be best to do your experience during the normal run through in the day. The only ride that was actually included was the drop tower ride at the end, which again was actually after the courtroom, and so again there's no ride footage. There's no ride photos of that either, unfortunately. So if you were hoping to get something like what says London Dungeon Lakes or anything exclusive like that, unfortunately you have luck. We actually thought they were going to sell in photos on the day, but to our surprise it was all turned off. Okay, so I just want to cover now what's actually included in terms of storyline. I've got all these different notes written down, so it might not be in order. Well, it won't be in order, so I've just literally got it each line by line. So I can't remember the storyline, how, where you start off and that. So I've just literally got it all written down, and you can kind of, if you've done the normal run through, you'll kind of figure out for yourself what's actually gone missing and what's not included. So the first thing, again, was no boat ride. Unfortunately, so so that got taken out. Introduction before we actually go down in the elevator was a lot more funny. The actor on the day was brilliant, so hats off go to him. And literally they target one person of the audience and get his name. So we'll just go David. Okay, we'll say David, and David will actually be so whatever you learn about David, the next character will actually adapt to that as well. So it's like, David, the trouble guy, into trouble. And then a few scenes later, they go, I've heard David's around. So it's good to know that the actors are actually following on with the group and interact with the audience a lot. So it's, whenever David's name got mentioned, It was just funny because obviously he was going to be targeted every time. So the Guy Fawkes scene was the same. Literally the storyline, everything was the same there. After that, the Great Fire of London was the same. Again, these are just random. These are not in order, okay? So you can kind of gather scene by scene, because I can't remember which scene came first. I've done it numerous times, but I forgot. Great Fire of London escape was the same. Jack the Ripper scene was the same. Again, you get the free drink, which was again appreciated. The torture was the same. Again, we actually have some older girls there. It's like, oh, the torture, it's been a while. And I think they were quite disappointed as well when it was literally the same script as it would be for the day. So you thought it would be a bit more different tortures, different, script to go by, but unfortunately it was the same. The playroom was the same, unfortunately. The courtroom at the end was brilliant. The jokes were different. The crimes were a lot more rude, shall I say, a lot more dirty. So that was always fun to... I actually got picked on, but I won't spoil anything regarding what was said in there. So if you decide to do it, because obviously the script won't change, there's no point telling me what my crime was. You'll soon find out if you did it yourself. But yeah, that was really funny, and so a lot more adult themed jokes there. Whitechapel was the same, was a bit different as well, because usually it's one girl there. I can't remember the character's name, but there's two girls this time, and again David's name got mentioned, which again was just hilarious. And yeah, so there's commentary between them two rather than just one. The Mirror Maze was the same. I actually got lost, even though I've done it numerous times. And yeah, I pretty much covered everything. Things that we were missed were the give him a good dine at the end, and there was another thing as well, the letter you give to Guy Fawkes or something like that again. So not everything was included. And the after the courtroom, where the good dine is, there was no new show for 2017 either. Literally skipped straight past the courtroom. We saw the set, but we just literally got skipped straight to the drop tower ride, unfortunately. But it was still a good run through. Probably the highlight of the whole storyline was David's name being called. So literally, oh, David that. He's totally unexpected, because obviously they pinpoint to one person. Then by the end of it, he's just like, oh my god, not me again. Just before I move on to the next segment, I forgot to mention about Mrs Lovetts' pie shop. So just before you enter in, you do get a choice of a pork pie or a cheese pie, and then you go into the actual room, and then the scene starts. The commentary is different again because it's adult themed jokes, and it was pretty good. Again, the actor delivering the lines was brilliant, and so that was really added to the atmosphere. Just before I move on, before you go into the lift, you're allowed to carry drinks with you, with the introduction where they say no phones, no recording, etc., etc. Why? And then right in the middle of the elevator, one person or two people decide to put their glass drinks, literally, because obviously all the drinks in glass containers, right in the middle. Just this is a little rant. Why would you do that? Why would you literally put your glass in the middle of the elevator where everyone could trip over it and to get smashed? And why would you do that? If you're not going to use it, just hand it to the staff after, because there is staff taking them off you before you actually go into the next scene. So if you are going to do the lates, don't be that person and put your glass right in the middle. It just don't make sense, and it's an inconvenience for everyone else. So yeah, anyway, moving on to the next section. Right, so come to the end now. So like I said, you do get an item of clothing to wear throughout the experience. Just before you go onto the drop tower attraction, you must give the item back, because obviously no loose items, and if you've got your hat's going to be flying off. So you must give that back. And the drop tower ride, like I said, there was no on-ride photo. It got taken, but the area to buy it from was unfortunately closed. So if you are thinking of buying the photo book or any photos or souvenirs, unfortunately they do not have any for the evening. They do sell stuff in the tavern bar, where like you can get magnets, key rings, etc., etc. But depending what you wanted, if you wanted something that actually says London Dungeon Lates on it, unfortunately they do not. It's just the all standard merchandise. So it would have been nice for them to sell like a magnet keyring or something that says London Dungeon Lates or I Survived, to actually represent that you've done the Lates and not just a normal run through. So hopefully they do bring something out for that, which you can purchase, or even a pop badge or pin badge or something, but unfortunately there wasn't the opportunity to. Hi guys, just before I move on to the next section, I just wanted to show you two things of merchandise which I actually got in previous run-throughs of the dungeons, just in case you are thinking what kind of things they do sell for you to buy. They used to do there used to be a gift shop where I had the London Dungeons medal, but it's up there. I'm not going to get it down because it's all attached, and yeah, it'll be make a racket this time of night. So the first thing they do is they the tavern magnet. So I collect magnets from all different parks, different experiences, like London Eye, well, a lot I've done all them. So that's pretty cool, the tavern there. So I think that's about £4, and then we've got the VIP discount, which is 40% off, which is quite a good bargain actually. I like to see other parks do that. And the other thing, which I also got, was a tavern mug. These, they do 3 different ones. They do this one, they do a metal one, they do an enormous metal one as well. We actually got it free because we were given the opportunity to actually sit down with the barmaid last year, I think it was. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, so if you are thinking of buying something, this is what the kind of things they have on offer. So these two. So anyway, moving on. So I just want to give you an all round up because I don't want this video to go on too long. So like I said, you get free drinks, pork pie or cheese pie, and different commentary. That's what you're getting from the London Lakes experience. A lot of the scenes was the same, unfortunately. So yes. Just moving on to highlights. So I've been talking to Liam, and these are things we share. So the downfalls about it, there's no boat ride, unfortunately. I understand that also maintenance, and they need maintenance staff there. But if they've only got the dungeons on like once or twice a month, so it'll be nice to have, you know, the boat ride on. So that unfortunately wasn't. Not much in script change. So like I said, it was pretty much all the same commentary. No new show and missed shows such as a Good Dying and a couple of other things. Can't remember the top of my head. More involved with the audience. Timing was a bit late. Yeah, the timing was really late actually. So I got these different notes me and Liam discussed. We arrived, 15 minutes early, like the email said, and we're still waiting to go in, and then we still had to wait for everyone to turn up and stuff. So it took probably about 20 minutes, probably 10 to 10 before we actually got going on our experience through the dungeons. Yeah, so great interaction from the people in the bar as well, just before you go down. So the London Dungeons actors are always brilliant to talk to, and yeah, Mrs Lovetts is always good as per usual, along with the court people, the courtroom. Sweeney Todd was the same as well. I forgot to mention that Sweeney Todd was the same. How write that down. Good things were free drink on arrival, good atmosphere. Like I said, it's all 18 plus. It's good atmosphere when you first get in there. It's just unfortunate that all the scenes wasn't changed. I'm a clothing to wear, which is brilliant, and all the adult atmosphere. Okay, improvements. Have every show running, please. If you are, if you are thinking of it, please do run every show, because it's a bit annoying how to skip things, especially if you've done them in the past. Free or cheap take-home souvenir to represent your dungeon experience. I did cover this a few minutes back. We want if you want something to say, oh, London Dungeons Lakes, it'd be good to have that. But unfortunately, there's nothing to buy on the day, or photos, because Liam was actually going to buy the photo, so unfortunately couldn't do that. Have ride photos open, special Lakes logo on them. So like you've got the London Dungeons on the bottom right of the photo usually. If it says London Dungeon Lakes, they do it like at 4 Park for Friday nights. And to represent you've got it, obviously, at Friday night time. And yeah, a free drink when leaving the dungeons would have been a little nice as well. Because everybody just rushed out at the end. There was no, sit down and taking it in. They literally, as soon as you got out, it's like, okay, that's it. Because it's literally, after the drop tower, there was no photo opportunity to get your photos. It was just in and out. So yeah, I hope that it helps you decide if you want to do the London Lakes experience. Would I recommend it? Probably not, to be honest. Like I said, you're best off going through a normal, because you get the boat ride, you get the opportunity to do the photos, opportunities, and all of that. And basically, the only thing you're really paying for is the free drink, and well, it's not really free because that's what you're basically paying for, and some shows. So I hope to see improvements on it. We will be doing the Shrek Lakes hopefully in the near future, but it depends when we can, because again that's limited as well during when we can actually get around to doing it. But anyway, hope you guys enjoy my little review of London Dungeon Lakes. This is my first review I've actually done of an attraction, I think, proper. I've done like Infusion before at Blackpool, but that's different. So this is my first review. I hope you liked it, guys, and yes, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, guys, and I'll see you in the next adventure. If you have done the London Dungeon Lakes, comment below what you thought, and I'll be interested to hear. So until then, see you next time.